Hi, my name is Katie with Factory Direct Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute ribbon bookmark. What you're going to need for this project is you're going to need some ribbon in different colors. You're going to need some elastic, a button, a pair of scissors, and a needle and some thread. So once you get everything you need together, let's go ahead and get started. So the first step is measuring a length of ribbon to go around your book. So I'm just going to use this book as a guide. I'm going to pull out the jute, set the book on top of it, and fold it over till they reach each other right in the middle. And then you can just go ahead and cut that right there. Now you need to make it a little longer because we're going to sew these back to create a place for the elastic to go. So I have one pre-cut, ready to go, right here. So once you cut it, the next step is going to be sewing each side down. And you're just going to make a little loop pocket because that's where the elastic is going to go through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle and thread. I'm going to cut a piece of thread. It's about 2.5 feet long. And I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to go ahead and thread my needle. Okay. So you're going to want to tie a little knot right at the end of your thread. And we're going to get started sewing this over. Okay, so sewing on this kind of material is a little bit tricky because these tend to unravel and fall off like that. So what you have to do is you have to go through the end and create a knot. So I'm going to pull my needle through, and before I get the thread all the way through, I'm going to separate the two. Stick my needle through there and create that little knot. So once you've done that, you are good to go, and you can just sew normally through. Okay, and I've already done that to the other side as well. So these are both sewed down into little loops. So the next step is adding your piece of elastic. So I'm going to go ahead and use my book as a guide one more time. Lay that on top there. So as you can see, my ribbon doesn't quite meet, and this is where the elastic is going to come in. So what you want to do is you want to string your elastic through the loop. And measure about how much you'll need. And you want it to pull tight, but not too tightly that it will snap. So I think right about here looks good. So just cut that off. I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot. And be sure to double knot it so that it won't come out. Okay. The final step is sewing on your button. And this is what the elastic is going to connect to. So I'm just going to take a button out of this little pack. And I'm going to thread my needle one more time. And once again, I'm going to double the thread. So I'm going to lay the button on top of the fabric. I'm just going to run my thread up through, just like so. And I'm going to use the same trick where I run my needle through the doubled thread to create that knot. And knot that thread at the end. And go ahead and just trim that. Okay, and there is your finished bookmark. So I'll show you how this works. You just lay it, open up the page of your book where you want to mark, lay your bookmark on there, fold it in half, and use the elastic to connect it right under the button. And you're good to go, and it saves your page. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a lot of fun with this project. You can use all different kinds of ribbons and buttons, or you could use thicker elastic, colored elastic. There's just a lot of possibilities. Anyways, have fun crafting.